Now you see the example number 34. Example number 34. In July 1990, a manufacturing company was required to quote for contract for the supply of 500 fans. It is the company has to give quotation for the supply of 500 fans. Means they received a order, or they want to supply 500 fans in the 1990 July. The following details are given. On the basis of following details, prepare the statement showing the price to be quoted to give the same percentage profit on turnover. They expect same percentage profit on the turnover. Okay. As realized in the 6 months ending June 30th June 1990. They have given first 6 months information. First 6 months information, that is January to January to June 30th. On the basis of first half year period, you have to estimate for the July 1990. Okay. Stock of material is there, and then closing stock of material is there. 1st January is opening stock, 30th June is closing stock. Purchase of material is there, then factory wages are there, indirect expenses for the 6 months means it is factory overhead. Then completed stock on 1st June nil, completed stock on 30th June is 50,000. This is the information given. On the basis of this information, we have to prepare the cost sheet. We have to prepare the cost sheet. Prepare the cost sheet. Then we estimate for the next period. The number of fans manufactured during the first 6 months was 2000. Manufactured and sold are 2000. Means this information is related with 2000 fans. The first period information is related with 2000 fans. You have to quote for 500 fans. Estimation is related with 500 fans. Okay. And regarding the additional information, similar fans manufactured in the 6th June. From 1st July, the cost of factory labor increases 10%. Factory labor cost increases 10%. Then material by 15%. Material cost will increase by 15%. The sales during the first 6 months is 2,70,000. First period sale is 2,70,000. Okay. My dear friends, first we calculate or first we prepare the cost sheet for the first period for 2000 fans. 2000 fan cost sheet we prepare. Then we estimate for the 500 fans. Okay. You see the problem. As per the problem, we will proceed. You see here. Cost sheet for half year ending 30th June. Particular. This is particular June 30, 1990, first period. It is actual part and quotation for July 1990. Quotation for July 1990 is estimation part. Okay, first I'll take the material consumed. We have to calculate the material consumed. Opening stock 50,000, add purchase 75,000. Add purchase 75,000, 1,25,000. Then less closing stock 7,000. This is 1,18,000. 1,18,000 is the raw material consumed. 1,18,000 is the raw material consumed. Then divide by 2,000, it is 59. 59 is the per unit, per fan. Then direct labor is 1,50,000 divided by 2,000. It is 75. 2,000 fans you manufactured in the first period. Therefore, you divide by 2,000. Then prime cost is 2,68,000. total per unit is 134. It is prime cost. Then factory overhead. Factory overhead means indirect labor or indirect expense. You see in the problem, indirect item is there. Indirect item comes under the factory overhead. 25,000 divided by 2,000, 12.5. Factory cost is 2,93,000. Per unit is 186.5. It is factory cost. Then there is no administrative expenses. There is no administrative expenses or office and administrative expense. Nothing is given about the administrative expense. Therefore, the factory cost itself become the cost of production. So you deduct the closing finished stock. Opening finished stock is not given in the problem. Therefore, you directly deduct the closing finished stock value, 50,000, not in the per unit. You deduct this, 2,43,000 is the cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. And selling expense is also not given in the problem. Selling expense is also not given in the problem. Okay. I changed that correctly. Cost of factory cost or cost of production, because expense is not there. You deduct the closing stock, closing finished stock for 50,000. Then whatever comes, this is called as cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold. Selling and distribution expense is also not there. Therefore, you leave one line, take this sale. Sale is 2,70,000. Okay, 2,70,000 is sale. Per unit is 135. 2,70,000 divided by 2,000, 135. And take the difference. Difference is called as profit. Profit is 20,000. Total per unit is 13.5. This is the actual for the first period. And now we estimate or calculate estimate for the quotation for July 1990. To provide quotation, we estimate for the next period. So material cost per unit is 59. It is already calculated there. And material cost for the 1990, July 1990 is second period, 59 into 115. 59 into 115 means for every 100 rupee, 15 rupees is the increase. It is 67.85. And labor cost for 1990 is 75 per unit. And for the next period, labor cost for the next period is 75 into 110 divided by 100. Means for every 100 rupee, there is a 10 increase. So it is 110. 82.5. I will take in the table. 67.85 into 500. You are going to quote for 500 fans. So multiply by 500. Okay, this is material cost. Labor cost is 82.5. Multiply by 500. It is 41,250. Prime cost is 75,175. Per unit is 150.35. Okay. Factory overhead. Okay. The factory overhead you have to calculate. Factory overhead is, you see here, Nothing is given in the problem. Therefore, it is always depend on the labor cost. Factory overhead depends on the labor cost. Therefore, on the basis of labor cost, you have to calculate. You see here, for every 1,50,000 labor cost, 25,000 is the factory overhead. Percentage base. You have to calculate the percentage. 1,50,000 is the labor cost. Then 25,000 is the factory overhead. Its percentage is 67.5. Factory overhead percentage for the first period, 1990, 16.67. And the same percent you have to take in the estimation. So factory overhead for second period is 16.67 divided by 100 into 82.5. 82.5 is the labor cost. On the basis of this labor cost, you have to apply percentage base. Percentage base comes in the quotation. I have already solved in the 5 marks question. Okay. I have solved on 5 marks question. On the basis of that, you have to calculate. First, factory overhead percentage is calculated on the basis of direct labor, actual cost. Then the same percentage is applicable for the estimation. 16.67% of labor, 82.5 is the labor cost, is 13.5. 13.5 into 500, 6,875. Take the total cost of production. Then same comes in the next stage. There is no adjustment regarding finished stock. Then profit. The profit they expected is 10% on selling price, 10% on turnover. Therefore, second price is 164.10 is the cost into 10 is the profit divided by 90. How I taken this? For every 100 rupee selling price, 10 is the profit, remaining cost is 90. Therefore, 90 comes at the denominator. 18.23. 18.23 is the per fan profit. Multiply by 500, you will get the total. This is the tender for the 500 fans. Tender for the 500 fans. Only thing you have to remember how I calculated the factory overhead percentage. Factory overhead percentage is equal to actual factory overhead divided by actual labor into 100. Okay. And same percent is to be applied to calculate factory overhead on the basis of labor cost. You see this one, and this is the technical point in this problem. Once again, you see this one and try to solve the problem. Okay.